Hello, welcome. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is our great pleasure on our business chat here today to be able to introduce you to beautiful Aranneth. And before we do that, though, we're just going to quickly do a quick introduction of everybody that's on the panel today. Merle, would you like to begin?
Thank you, Lead. Aranneth, thank you so much for being here with us today, even though with your busy schedule. Hello, everyone. My name is Merle Bolden. I've been an online business owner for more than 5 years, a mother of two boys, and we have two dogs. And I really enjoy this online business because it really helps me shift my mindset and also living a happier life. Thank you, Lee.
That's awesome. And Beth, thank you.
Yeah. Hi, everyone, and hi, Aranneth. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to have you. And my name is Beth. I'm from Taiwan and just relocating from USA back here to Taiwan. So I'm really grateful that for the past 5 years, because I have found this online business, so I can really fulfill my dreams to travel really much more than before, and I can have much more time with my family. So I think that's why we're here to share this amazing opportunity to you and to everyone. So thank you.
And guys, thank you, Beth. And I'm Leanne from Sydney, Australia, and I was a pediatric nurse and left that to become a full-time foster mom, which led me to this amazing business community. And I've been doing that for 6 years. Just recently had a anniversary, and today we are so excited to be able to introduce you to Aranneth. Aranneth, would you mind sharing a little bit about yourself?
Of
Yeah.
course. Hello, everyone. This is Aranneth. I am originally from the Philippines, and currently I am living here in San Francisco, California for over probably 26 years. I've been here for so long, yeah, and I am a detective by profession. Also, I become an author of a book that is I'm the number one best-selling author in Amazon for the book that I launched recently. I'm still and also doing this business for over 5 years now, and yes, I celebrated that fifth anniversary when I was in Australia. And I am a mother of two amazing, beautiful kids, and yes, I'm loving what I do, doing what I love, and I am here to share you guys how I become so successful in my career and in this business as well. So I'm grateful, ladies, to be here and share you guys my story.
And we can really see that you really do love what you do. And we're so grateful to have you today. And Merle has got our first question for the day. I'm just going to bring it up for you, Merle. There we go.
You're muted, Marissa.
Sorry. I muted myself because my dog is barking on and off. So, Erinette, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, even though you're busy with your life, as a business owner and author, and oh my goodness, congratulations. And also being a Filipino, and you're here she is from Baguio City, so which is really exciting. And today, my question for you is, what was the biggest mental shift that changed everything for you?
Oh my gosh, that's such a great question, ladies. The biggest shift for me came the moment I realized I don't need to have it all figured out. I just need to believe it's possible. Before that, I was waiting to save enough money, right? Waiting for my kids to get a little bit older, so I can have more time for myself, and waiting until I felt ready. But one day I remember this. I heard this from my mentor, Bob Proctor. He says this quote that really burned in my subconscious mind. He did mention that you're not supposed to know how. That's not your job. Your job is to make a decision. That was the moment it clicked. And I had been, because I had been letting fear disguise itself as logic. And it was honestly, it was stealing my dreams. I've been procrastinating a lot in the past, but when I chose to believe in my vision more than my circumstances or more than my challenges, that's when everything shifted in me. Not an overnight. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of energy to change that, and then my decision changed, right? And I slowly began to shift my life. I've changed it, and also it reflect on my result, and I created a lot of belief in myself too. Also remember this word from Bob, that change your paradigm, change your life. And that's basically what I did today. Bob Proctor really changed my life, guys. That's where it all begins. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Arnath. When I started this business, I was started listening of Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is been like my
He's a
everyday
legend.
go to. Yeah, I listen to him every day, and I am so excited that when we learn about you being on Bob Proctor's part of his group, that was just like so exciting because I learned so much from him. My mindset changed because of Bob Proctor also. So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Beth, would you like to ask the next question?
Yeah, sure. So, hi, Aranneth. We would like to know how do you align your digital business strategies with the law of vibration and attraction?
Remember this, the law of vibration is the number one law, and the secondary law is the law of attraction. With this business, I've learned that most people think success is all about hustle. But I've learned the hard way, you can hustle in the wrong energy and be stuck and stay stuck, right? So now, for example, before I send an email to my potential client, or maybe when I post a content on my social media or respond to a business inquiry, I ask myself this question: am I doing this from excitement and service, or am I doing this from fear or pressure? Right. So I love working. I like I when I work from alignment, I'm so picky about the words that's coming from my mouth. So because words are energy. So when I work from alignment, the right people actually show up in front of me. Clients who value what I offer, teammates who are genuinely ready to grow. And something Bob taught me, that everything is energy. Your word is energy. And that we don't get what we truly want, we get what we are in harmony with. That changed the game for me. And that's where I am applying the law of vibration. And then I attract the clients who I want to work with, right? Now I always focus on showing up as the version of me who already has the success. I feel it first, of course, and the strategy flows naturally from there. So when I do coaching, for example, I really tap into their subconscious mind, to their emotional mind, right? I don't do it like intellectually, but I do it emotionally. Emotionally involve about their why. Why did they click that ad? Why, what they really really want, right? So that's where I apply the law of vibration and attraction at the same time. Yeah, in this business, yes, that's the strategy. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, thank you so much for sharing your tips, because I think for a lot of people they want to attract the, like, no matter in their life anything they want, but they don't know what to do that. So as you share, you mentioned your energy is everything. We all know that, but sometimes we just forgot and we just maybe do things, but forgot to maybe to really to look back what we are doing. And to, you mentioned about the focus, like you're not no longer living in the fear. I think it's really great, because when you are living fear, because everything maybe you do is just like, oh, you are required to do something, but you forgot why you are doing that. So you
Yeah.
mentioned, yeah, you will check about your emotion and your vibration, your energy. So everything you do is like, oh, you really align what you really want to attract. So the vibration is the first. So it's really
Yeah.
important. Yeah, thank you for reminding us that. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, everything is energy, guys. That's why sometimes, once you tap in the emotional side of the client in front of you, you're not really thinking about the money. You're thinking about the benefits that you can offer with this client. How can you help this client, right? And then that is where you really tap in, because even though you are facing, I'm talking to you in on camera or on the webcam, as but you can feel how sincere is that person, right? And because you can send this energy telepathically, and then they can feel that. Once they feel that, that's where uh miracle happen. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you so much.
you're
I love,
welcome.
and I really do believe that a lot of miracles do happen with this business program and within the community as we see people grow, and from when they first start the business to the point, even 6 years later for me as well, the amount of things that I've learned over the time. Thanks for that. Can I ask you, Aranneth, what are your daily non-negotiables for maintaining your success mindset?
Oh, that's a great question. I love this question. My business didn't really grow just because of a course or a strategy. It grew because I protected my mindset like my life depend on it, because
Okay.
it did. And the non-negotiables uh, things that I have been doing every single day is gratitude. Gratitude first thing in the morning. In fact, I'm actually doing a morning routine. As you guys know, I'm doing a morning routine every Mondays and Fridays, and I started that with the 6 a.m. Beyond, one of our amazing community here, and I do that every Mondays and Fridays. Even if I wake up really tired or overwhelmed, I list 10 things I'm grateful for. It shifts my frequency fast. And in fact, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to get started. I meditate every single day too. That is non-negotiable. I do that, and because I use that time as my me time to really visualize or imagine my seats I goal, right? My goal card. And I do affirmations as well. I speak into the version of me I'm becoming. I am focused. I am abundant. I am a magnet for success. I'm a money magnet, right? Those are the stuff that I have been doing. And I visualize, even though 5 minutes, 3 times or 4 times every single day, aside from the meditations that I do. And I study a lot. I'm studying to finish my teachings, because I want to teach Bob Proctor's material. So I've been studying every single day, and I do grounding every day. I go walk in my backyard with my barefoot on. That's the silent. Um, that's something like me and the nature itself, Mother Earth. That I am protected, that I am being guided as well. I do this consistently, and everything aligns, right? My energy, my voice, and my business. That's why every single day is always a great day for me, because once you start your day bright, you always end your night. So again, at night I do my gratitude. I read, I do my affirmations, I read my goal card before I hit the pillow. Yeah.
I love how you said that. Once you start your day bright, so as you end with the night,
Yes.
it carries you all through the day. And
Right.
I'm literally writing things down as you're saying. Um, I'm sure I'm going to have quite a few by the end of today. Merle, you're on, my friend.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you so much, Aranet. Oh my goodness, listening to you, it's just like bringing back the memories that I when I started the business, listening to Bob Proctor. It's really uplifting, and it really helps with our mindset and everything. So it feels good to have you here, that knowing that you are uh been teaching and helping out with Bob Proctor's group and community. So, when doubt creeps in, how do you recalibrate to get back into track?
It still happens. I still have doubt, the imposter syndrome, as you say. The who am I do these thoughts, right? Am I gonna do this? I'm not good enough. Those are still creeps in at the back of my mind. But when that happens, I don't argue with it. I observe it. I embrace it, because I've learned doubt is the old version of me trying to hold on. So one thing that I always do is I pause, I breathe, I ask this question, would the successful version of me entertain this thought right now? You know, am I thinking and acting like a person I want to become? So usually the answer is no. Then I go back to my goal card, you know, and I carry it with me. I read it aloud. I do mirroring. I have actually a mirror in front of me. Mirroring is just the most powerful thing that you can do. Speaking to yourself, looking at your eye, right? And I do high five, right? That I'm good enough, I am successful, right? And if it doesn't work, I move my body. I always go for a walk, take my dog, go for a walk in the neighborhood. I dance, as you can see me, my pose. I always dance with great music and shake it off, right? Because when you change your state, you change your story. So don't let your old paradigm, your habitual behavior, or our habits, limiting belief, pull you back. Always step forward into who you are becoming. Again, I'm always there's so many sticky notes in front of me, you know and then I always say, Arnett, did you thinking and acting like a person you want to become? And I do self-evaluate. I always self-evaluate myself. I rate myself from 1 to 10, and then just a little reminder. It's an easy exercise, but the consistency is hard when I started in the beginning. But if you really want to change, you gotta go all in. You gotta surrender, and that's basically what I did consistently. I keep once you have that awareness, right? Oh, I want to be master of my own mind, right? Once you have that awareness, everything follows. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Self evaluation. That is one thing that I think I've never thought about. So I know I heard that before, of course, but hearing it from you also, it is really powerful, and it gives us an idea also how to grow. Um, it's been an amazing to have you here, and I thank you for all your answer. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so Aranneth, we would like to know which Bob Proctor's concept has had the most direct impact on your business results.
Oh, hands down, the paradigm shift and the stick person model. Where's my stick person? There you go.
Please.
Yes, the stick person. Once I saw how I'd been letting my result shape my thinking instead of my thinking shape my results, everything changed. I never ever let the outside world in control of me. And I always tell this one to myself, what people think about me is none of my business. So that has been a huge impact of me. That's what Bob Proctor always say. I learned how our mind work, how our conscious mind and how our subconscious mind, and that is something that I really want to teach to our business partners. How can you shape your reality, or how can you bring out the best version of you that has been dormant, right, for many years? How can you bring that out to the world and become and showcase uh, that wonderful soul that you have and bring out the best in you, right? Bob showed me that the result, that the result I didn't like lack of money, the limitations, right? The fear, I have no time. Those were just symptoms of a deeper programs, the programmings that we have when we are babies, right? And I had to I absorb that. I had been absorbing that when I was a kid. Now that I'm grown up, right? Because we were programmed that you have to work hard, you have to play safe, don't expect too much, right? And once I learned how to replace those beliefs, those limiting beliefs that is not serving me, I changed that. I changed that to a most empowering one, the opposite side of it. And I repeat it daily, and that's when I began to see the result, not just an income, but I had that peace of mind. I am in a happy place. uh, ho- how I show up with my family, uh, I'm more confident, right? And I feel it even when things are not certain. I always see the good in everything, no matter what. Even though I'm facing challenges, it's a part of my journey. It's the game of life that I am playing with. So embrace it because they are a part of your story. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that because we can really feel that how you can really be so successful in your energy. Like you have a really big smile now on your face. Yeah.
You?
You really love your energy and how you can really align everything you do. Like you really check yourself like daily and maybe like every moment, I think. Yeah. So I can really feel and thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Th- Thank you, Aranneth. I've actually put the last question there because I felt that you had actually gone into that question naturally. So I thought I'd just put the question up there. But excuse me, I just lost my voice. I I guess I'm a bit speechless because today you've given so much value here today, and I had this feeling that today was going to be a very special day to be able to spend time with you. And I know, speaking for the ladies, that I certainly have um, taken a lot of notes today. Just in finishing our talk today, I just wanted to first of all thank you on behalf of our thousands in our business community because you do show up so beautifully and often to help people to break free from the mindsets that are holding people back in their business. And so this is my opportunity on the World Wide Web just to thank you so much for all you do for our business community. And I know that I'm a better person because I've met you and that I've learned through your teaching and that. So thank you so much for showing up, not just for your business, but for the whole community. Yeah.
You're welcome.
And
Pleasure is mine.
uh, one very last question, which I haven't really prepared, would be just to say, what would you say to somebody that has just watched this webinar and they're feeling, oh, maybe this business could be for me? What would you say to that person today?
Well, the thing is, like, just taste the water and make a decision. That's something, of if oh, one thing that when I always make a decision, I always make a decision for my future self, you know. I always go with my future self. What would Arnett be like 5 years from now if I started this business? So it all goes with the decision because if I know that this opportunity can change my life, there's no doubt. I just go all in. So for those people who are in doubt your doubts. That's something that I read from the U Square. Doubt your doubts. If you're curious, bring out that curiosity and dig in a little deeper. You never know, this could be a huge potential that can change your life, and you never know, this could be a sign, or this is it, right? That answer your prayer. I remember one of our business partner from Sri Lanka mentioned that, oh, I remember this. I interviewed him like 4 years ago. We can take the horse to the water, but we cannot force the horse to drink the water. So even though we are here sharing the blessing of this business, and if you are still hesitant to start, then we cannot change you. We cannot change your life. So my advice is to just taste the water. We do have 90 minutes free webinar, the complimentary webinar that is happening twice a week. And then just go, just check it out. And then once you check it out, congratulations, because you did the first step. But if you decided not to go for it, then again, congratulations, because you are always welcome to come back and check it out. And for me, always trust your intuition. Intuition is God whispering to you. If you're in high frequency and if you are in a high vibration, and then your gut feeling is telling you to go for it, because that's sometimes when we pray asking God, and then God is answering you through intuition, right? But once you are in a lower vibration, then that is the limiting belief making a decision for you. So just keep that. If you think that this live inspire you to go all in, you gotta surrender, trust, because you are being guided. Sometimes God always use someone to answer your prayer. So maybe this is the one, right? So just check it out.
Wow. Oh, so there you go, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, wherever you are in the world. And please connect with us. We'd love to have that conversation to be able to connect you with the resources that you need to get started. And thank you so much for joining us today. Aranneth, again, amazing. Goodbye, guys.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely